Welcome to another episode of Mighty Automation AI. I'm really excited to be able to. This is our fifth day, our last day of this 5-day series where we break down for you how the automation tools work at Mighty Automation AI. Today is going to be a little bit different because we're going to show you how your Mighty Automation works with our website builder. A lot of people don't know that we got one of the things we specialize in. One of the things that got us started was building process server websites. We do build websites for realtors, lawyers. We have some like property management companies. We have like websites for pretty much every industry. And we've been building out templates, almost like customized websites that are pretty nice. We're going to go over a little bit of those today. We're going to talk about how to use your dashboard. You have like a website dashboard for being able to optimize it and to be able to create a blog post. So let me go ahead and bring on my number one automation specialist, JC. What's up, man?
Been good, Mike. Hey, guys. Good afternoon. And yeah, how are you, Mike?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Long time no see.
Long time no see. And yeah, hello, Natasha.
Yeah, she's hanging out with us here today. She's been, I think, here every day, JC, for our
Yeah, she
challenge.
was.
Yeah. So, well, let's go ahead and dive right into share my screen here. I'm going to go ahead and dive right in. This is the website dashboard. So when you get a website with us, and as you guys know, we've been working on ABQ legal support account inside of our Mighty Automation tool. Well, this is what our actual our website dashboard looks like. And right now there's no data, very little data. Looks like we have 23 website visits since we built the site here last week, which is interesting. No form submissions yet, and no specific clients have been assigned to this. Okay, so one of the cool things is you can see right away. Let's at the top here, you got your overview. You have different files that can be uploaded, your form responses, as I just showed you, and of course, most importantly, your analytics and any kind of engagement or form entries will show up here. So just in the last 7 days, we got 23 visits. See, the difference between this builder and let's say Wix or something like that is that it gives you control of your website. You can actually see the SEO. We're going to get into that here a little bit. You can actually see using our AI tools built inside the builder, how to optimize this thing the best way. And then of course you have your blog. So that's what we're going to cover here real quick. We're just going to kind of breeze through it because we want you to understand how to use it. We'll actually give you when you sign up for a website with us, let's just go ahead and search real quick, mightyautomation.com. So when you sign up for one of our websites, let's just say, yeah, let's say you sign up, you pick a plan, you choose a plan. No matter which one you sign up for, you'll still get access to the dashboard that we're going to talk to you about today. But the two ones that give you a completely customized website are these two. And if you want access to the automation tools that we've been talking about the last 4 days, you would sign up for the growth plan. The growth plan gives you access to all the automation stuff that we've been talking about. And of course, there are additional fees for using some of the AI tools, but it's all inside of the automation tools for you to be able to find. If you don't, there's also a setup fee involved, a $1,000 setup fee. Depending on the time of year, we have different promotions for the setup fee, but we actually build you a $10,000 website for $1,000, and then you just pay the monthly hosting fee, and it's a full service website company where you could simply email us or submit one of our update requests, and our team will update it within 24 hours. So we are a full service agency. So for the business plan, however, it is a little bit different. We actually have templates that our team builds whenever we don't have any website signups. Our team basically builds custom websites as if they were building it for somebody. And then you can just select one of these. You can hit the preview button. You can actually select from one of our templates and just go ahead and choose it. And what happens is when you choose it, it will, you just choose it by hitting sign up. And when you sign up, it'll charge you $57, and then we give you login access immediately so that you can start editing it, because you actually do all the edits yourself when there's no setup fee. So you just get in there, swap out your logo, add whatever links you want to add, update your social media, and that's how it goes. So it's pretty straightforward, and it allows you to have what the top companies in the country are using, these same tools. They just pay a marketing company like mine, $10,000 a month or whatever, so that they can have access to all the same data, all the same AI, and you get it for literally 10%. So that's my little pitch for today, and let's go ahead and get into some of the tools you can actually use once you're in here. A lot of you guys watching are already a customer, so you're like, yeah, Mike, I get it. I already signed up. So if you click on the SEO overview, you can actually see we just built this site. Let me actually bring this up here. I don't think we've really looked at it too much. Yeah, so this was just, I built this in one day, and then our team came and made some edits. So all these paragraphs right here are going to rank on Google based on the keywords. And so we threw in some local keywords with the local city, legal support, process serving. Yeah, but it has to read. It also has to be readable. Like, it can't just be random keywords. You gotta build it in. So when we build the websites, we build them with SEO in mind, so that your website will rank on Google organically. And then we get you started with some FAQ sections. So all the elements of a website for a process serving service-based business are here. Having a phone number up here that has a click to call. If you see in the bottom left hand the screen, it'll automatically click to call. This is important because a lot of people, they say something like 75%, and you'll be able to see it in your analytics. Something like 75% are mobile users. So you want to make sure you have everything that's clickable, where you can just tap it with your finger and it'll go to it. Request a quote. Okay, so we also have built the ability to order online. So the growth plan and the professional plan include the ability to sell online, or to get online orders. And so this is included. But what I wanted to show you, and this all matters, because what happens is the website will, if certain links aren't working, the website will tell you. So here we have an external link issue. So let's see. Site has one broken link. Interesting. Let's see what it is. Okay, so one of the court website's links are not working. So we can fix inside of the editor. It'll take us to that spot inside of the editor. Okay. Yeah, we can edit better with the side panel. So see, I would have never known that this link was broken. I would have never known. I think it's this one. Let's see. nmduscourts.gov. I actually don't know which one it is. Oh, here it is. So it's saying that it's broken. Let's verify. Let's check it out. Yeah, it's not working. Which is strange, because that's one that we pulled. So you can always look it up. And New Mexico District Court. And so this matters a lot, because what happens is Google crawls your site and it sees that you have a broken link, and that hurts your website rankings. Okay. This looks like the correct one right here. So the best way to do is just go straight to it. Isn't that the one that's in there? And then https www. There's no S.
Oh, no S. Mm-hmm.
The security certificate is super important. If you try to go to it's basically trying to go to a website that doesn't have a security certificate, which is apparently this one is forwarding to it, but because I've already clicked on it. But let's try it now. So we can hit preview. Wait, which one was it, JC? Oh, here it is.
The U.S. District Court. Hmm.
Thank you. So U.S. District Court, open link. And let's see. nmd.uscourts.gov. nmd. Should I just copy? I'm just going to copy and paste it again. It appears to be loading properly here. Okay. And these are just good these are just good links. They're not backlinks yet because this website isn't linking back to our site yet. But if you link to it, that's how you're going to end up getting somebody to link to you because they're like, oh, this is one of the #1 resources for. Actually, I'm going to do this real quick. uscourse.gov. As far as I could tell, oh, the W's. The W's. Yeah, it's so finicky sometimes. So we didn't have the W's. Okay, now we got the W's. We're all about the W's, JC. That's what we're all about here. Open link. There you go. Now it works. Okay, so now I can hit republish. If you're first building your site, you may not have the option to publish. Once you're finished building, let's say you get one of our free templates, you just email our team support at mightyautomation.com and they will publish the site for you. And then once it's published, you'll be able to republish as many times as you need to. So that's how that works. Cool. So that one's fixed. Let's see. All right, let's go. Missing link, broken link.
You can click the right there, and
Boom, fixed. Boom. So let's go back to SEO overview. This one's already fixed. I think it's just gonna need to be refreshed. Let's see. Oh, it says one more. Let's see. Oh, there's some other things here. So burn code probate. Look, there's no W, so that might be our issue. Let's see. Fixing the editor. All right. Bernalino County. Was it this one or this one? Let's see. I should look at it a little closer. Bernalillo County Probate Court. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Okay, get rid of this. Actually, I think I can just go here. So Bernalillo County Probate Court. Yeah. We're missing an S. We're also missing the things. I think this could be a ChatGPT issue, honestly. I think that would. A lot of times when we're building sites, we pull it straight from ChatGPT. So let's see now. Boom. I shouldn't have said boom yet. There we go. So you can tell, like, once I figured out the issue, then I was able to see like immediately what it is. So you might just go one by one and just well, you don't want to break it. Something to understand is where the www goes is technically a subdomain, is what www is. And so if it already has a subdomain, you're not going to want to switch it out. I'm not going to like put W's here in front of another subdomain. But you can go through and just check and see if they all have it. See, this one doesn't have it. But do I want to change it? What do you think, JC? Let's see. Preview.
yeah, it should, because the HTTPS also, because as well, guys, Google really crawls the website, because our builder is, or every website that our builder has is being crawled by Google. And Google has these of course, the AIs, or the automatic crawling. So once they crawl it and they miss something, HTTPS, so the S in that HTTPS is actually stands for security. So once it does not have the S, um, Google's like gonna be flagging that website or that external link that you have connected to your website. So every time you were gonna be linking something outside your website, you should always copy, or go to that website and copy, pull the URL and paste it.
Yeah, that's true. I don't recommend doing what I'm doing. because you need to know what you're looking at. I see some of them already have subdomains, so I leave them alone like this. Well, not like this. This one actually could use one wwws. But one of the reasons why sometimes they'll work and other ones won't is because inside of the DNS settings, where you host the domain, you can say like, hey, if for some reason people don't put the W, still send it to the correct address, right? But if you just, like JC said, if you just put the correct address, you'll never have to worry about it. It'll just always be there. It'll always be
Mm.
active. So we got to make sure we hit republish. That way the changes are updated. And let's just hit refresh, see if it fixed them all. Boom. We got couple stragglers here. Let's see. Da-da-da-da. And this is just this is normal when it comes to links, but if you had a
Yep.
normal like a Wix site or one of these other sites, you may never know. What says unspecified?
So the unspecified one is the system is not able to tell if there's an issue or not. So the
Yeah.
one thing that you just want to highlight here is when the system is saying there's like a warning. So warnings are actually written in red. So if you're seeing something in red on your SEO, so that's the one that you need to fix.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So
Mm.
I think we're good on these links now. I think the links are good. Like you said, there's nothing in red. So all those kind of like got cleared up. And we verified, right? So if someone clicks on it, we
Yeah.
know that it takes them to the right one. So that's your SEO. That's how you can make sure your SEO is working properly. Let's see. Let's go back to SEO overview. Okay, so some of these things we could go investigate, but nothing is like showing red. So we'll go ahead and go on to page SEO. So for SEO, it's saying all good. Um, and that probably just means that the SEO, we've already kind of set it up. But I want to show you just for an example how this might look if it wasn't good. Okay. Let's just do this. Something like that. Okay. Just come in here and screw it up real quick. Okay. So, all right. So page meta tags. Here you go. So one of our page meta tags that I just changed, it's saying, hey, the length is something Google doesn't appreciate, basically. Just look at this as like a mini report card, but it's live, it's active on a daily basis. It lets you know what's going on. So you can come over here and hit fix it. Now the two that I changed are the ones that say need attention. And then there's all pages, and then sometimes you just have missing ones. If you haven't done your SEO yet and you're building your own site, you're gonna see they're all missing. And what's really cool is you can just come up here and hit meta text. However, if you're still building your site and there's a bunch of these that are just bad, you're like, man, there's just too many pages. I'm gonna get to this later. You can always go and put no index on the page so that Google does not crawl it. Like what JC said is like when Google crawls it, it's going to crawl it whenever it feels like it. Okay. You can force crawl it, which is pretty cool. We can talk about that in future videos using Google Search Console, which we do. But if you just don't want Google to crawl it, period, because it's like maybe an order page and you did something on there and Google doesn't like it, it keeps throwing an error code. Like sometimes when we put videos on pages, it says like, oh, there's an error. It's not a watch page, but you have a video on there or something like. You can actually just no index it. What that means is when someone searches on Google, it's not gonna deliver up that page. It doesn't mean that page won't work. When they get to your website and they click on a specific link on your site, it'll still take them to that page. It just won't necessarily be, it won't be delivered up on Google at all. So let's hit generate meta tags. We can hit generate for all pages if we wanted to, and it would go through and do all of them. Or we can just edit it right here. So it gives you a little recommendation to have only 160 characters. Let's see here, it needs attention. It's just saying they're too long. So what we can do instead is we can come over here and we can just say, I'm just going to delete that. It's too long. It doesn't like it. I'm going to click this little thing, write page description. So I'm going to click this, And then what's going to happen is the AI is going to say, okay, well, let me look at your page real quick. It may ask me some questions to help direct it a little bit. Nope, it has enough information. So it'll say, reach out to our professional process serving and notary services. Contact us today for prompt assistance. Now, one thing I always recommend is look at what the page is about. It's a contact us page, so this is perfect. It's saying reach out to us. You know, it's mentioning process serving. It's mentioning notary just for the sake of Google, right? If I don't like it, I can hit suggest another, and it'll populate another one. See, so I can decide reach out to reliable. Now it's reliable instead of professional. Okay, that's okay. And suggest another one. That's the beauty of the AI with the SEO is like you don't have to be a big brain about it like JC. I mean, you'd be highly successful, but using the AI kind of levels the playing field, right? So let's go use this text. It just plugs it straight in there. And the other one that I messed up was right here. So we're just going to let's leave the text in there and see what happens this time. Let's see. So now it's going to read this one. What is this one right here? Ah, this is a rate sheet. So this is actually meant to be a landing page. I could no index this page, but there's no reason why someone couldn't find the page. Rate sheet one page I made specifically for putting my rate sheet where we could add a pixel to their website. We'll get into that in future videos for sure.
And yeah, Mike, Natasha has a question.
Yeah.
So with the growth plan, is the SEO help available? So yes, Natasha. So once you have the builder and you have access to the builder, and once you go to the SEO dashboard or overview, you will have this AI to help you. So if ever you're gonna be doing like you're gonna be adding a page, or for some reason if you're a new customer of our website and you want to handle the SEO, so for the first time that you're going to ask help for the AI, it's just going to ask you a few questions, especially about your business. So it's nothing too hard. And also, if you need help, like it's your words are just too little or too short, you can also ask ChatGPT to provide you with the description. So you just need to provide your um, place, your local place where your business is at, and of course the nature of your business, and also your business name. So just make sure that all of the important infos are in the prompt. So once ChatGPT or any other AI tools that you are using, Grok, Gemini, ChatGPT, anything. So once they have all of your information, they're gonna provide you with a description, and you just copy and paste it on this AI assistant with the SEO.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of different things you can do that we're going to get into in future videos. JC and I were talking about it
Mm.
today. I think we could do a lot of AI stuff that's not too difficult, but actually gives you some pretty amazing results if you implement it properly. Um,
Yeah,
so
and just let us know in the comments. You can just comment any help that you want. We can also provide you with prompts. If ever you're having trouble with prompts, we can definitely provide you with that. So um, that's going to be in our school community. So if ever you're not in there, you better join, and it is highly recommended because all of the good stuffs are there.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you, JC. Yeah, that's a good reminder. Yeah, if you're not in the community, what are you doing? Go join. Go join the community. Uh, so right here, if for some reason you were like, I got this site going, but I don't want any chance of it showing up on Google yet, you can no index the whole site here. You can also redirect to an entire different site. I don't recommend these things. These are just some of the options. You can also fill this out. This is a way of putting meta title and tags on all of the pages. That will just show up on all the pages across the whole website. I don't recommend this either. I recommend going to the page SEO, which we've already done, which we've already set up here.
Yeah, Mike.
But yeah,
I do have a questions for our viewers right there. So
Mhm.
why is it important that we have this meta titles and descriptions?
Oh, is that from somebody?
Oh, no, just for a general
Oh, yeah.
FAQ, yeah.
Thank you for this information. Yeah, I think that people understand. I think if you understand that Google is like a mathematical
Mm.
engine, and it doesn't read like we read. It reads like a machine, because that's what it is, right? It's like a machine. And so when you type inside of the meta description, you're literally, that's like, consider it like a translator. It's literally translating it into Google's language, saying, and so Google knows where to look on your site. Every website has something like this where you can go into the meta description and look and see, or Google can go into the meta description and see. And one of the things I'm going to highlight here actually is that you can set these different FAQ sections. Let's click on it real quick. So this FAQ section right here, you can actually set it to show as schema. Now, if you want to
We
learn more
can
about,
see your screen, Mike.
oh, my bad. So yeah, I wanted to see. I thought you were talking about someone's comment. So so right here it says this is one of our FAQ sections, right?
Mm.
And but in the past, if you wanted to give Google extra instructions and say, hey, not just don't just look at my meta description that we were just working on, right? The back end stuff. Don't just look at that. Look at my page too. There's specific parts of my page that I've laid out in a certain way that is like question and answer, question and answer. And I want you to look at it. And you know what? You have my permission to put it on Google in the same format that I am serving it up, or even in part and parcel as well. And so that's what schema is. And in the past, when we would want to, when we would want schema to show up, you know, all those questions at the top of Google, when you ask a question, there's like a bunch of different things from different resources. It's serving you up basically this, but they'll take one question from this guy's website because it gets the most traffic. They'll take one question from this guy's website. Let me just do a quick search, like how to become a process server. It's like one of the most common search terms in relation to process serving. Um, so so now we're talking about AEO, which is a big deal. It automatically pulled my local area, wanted to know where I was located so it could give me the best results. Talking about Texas, Arizona, and stuff. So you get different directories that rank. You get the state directory, you get Arizona's official thing, but then you have these questions, and this is what I'm talking about with FAQs. This AI up here will often rank you and actually mention you by name up here if you have served it up enough schema. So see, Reddit is a very common one. I recommend everybody create an account on Reddit and start posting blog posts, uh, directing people back to your site. But you can see here's ZipRecruiter. That's because I'm said about a job, right? So of course that's NAPS is our national association. So they're up in here. Can anyone be a process server? There you go. Arizona Judicial is the authority on it, right? So that's an example of why it's important to see. And once I clicked on one of them, look what it did. It's like, well, this guy wants some to have some questions answered. Um, you know, this is an actual legal company. 360 Legal is an actual process serving company. I mean, they're getting website traffic views in a completely different area. They're like located in California, completely different area, and they're still getting. I'm their Google thinks I'm in Arizona. I'm actually in New Mexico, and it's still serving me up information on their website because they've done such a good job of feeding Google in a way that it enjoys. Yeah, schema is like cheesecake for Google. Okay, you know, give it as much cheesecake as you can, and it'll reward you. On call is Brandon Yerger, I think is how you say his name. Brandon owns On Call down in California. Used to be Motorcycle Messengers. He does a great job. They spend a ton of money on SEO. So, but the future, oh yeah, they serve now. Okay, serve now, 6 things cross service can't do. So they're just feeding Google. That's what they're doing. And so I'm trying to teach you, if you're going to use the FAQ section for schema, because our builder allows you to do this, you can actually tell it, hey, I want this to be shown as schema. So instead of having to put the code, you used to have to use a schema code on your website to say, hey, this area between here and here is schema that I want you to write up, paint a picture of what I have, use it as much as you want on Google's platform directly. And that's powerful because Google wants people to stay on Google. So my only recommendation is, if you're going to do schema, actually include contact information in your replies. You see here? ABQ legal support, or to go ahead and visit here, or even a phone number, because they're going to take this text directly from your schema or from your accordion. They call this an accordion. They're going to take it straight from here and put it on Google if they like your answer, and you want to have where someone can click and actually still end up on your website. And I recommend testing it, trying different ways to make it happen. It's pretty cool. So that's that. Why is it important? Yeah. So that's it. You want to talk Google's language. That's what we're talking about here. So more down that lane is a newsletter or blog, because even though we build some premium websites, for professionals, and we put all this different, what they call on-page SEO, where it's like where Google can read it and see all of the things you do and where you do it. Right? Is it relevant? Is like the worst thing you could do is create a website like I saw someone did one about bears. Like he's a bear expert and he's got a website about bears, and he's a process server, and that's his website for process serving. You're just trying to confuse Google. It's almost like telling Google, hey, check out this cheesecake, and then he bites into it and finds out it's broccoli. Google's pissed. He's like, all right, don't show this website to anybody. I have no idea what it is he's trying to do here, if that makes sense. All right, so your blog, you can access it as you saw from your dashboard, which we were just on here in a second ago. Right here, the dashboard. This is what it looks like. Just one more time. This is like your overview dashboard. You can click blog right here. It'll take you straight to it. Or from the editor, if you're inside the editor, which tends to be the most common way to find it, it's right over here on the left. And what you want to do is you want to, like JC was saying, use ChatGPT, stuff like that. Come up with blog posts that the people are going to want to read. This is like the best way of sharing on social media. Are an expert in what you do. It's like, hey, we just had a new blog post go live. See, this New Mexican area is like there's horses. It's very rural, very mountainy area. So I was like, let me come up with something that people can more resonate with. Harris is one of the little towns inside of the area where I want to rank for process serving. So it's a little mountain area that down the road, I used AI to come up with a little image that people will recognize if they live in the area. And then I just use ChatGPT to come up with a thing. I say, hey, make sure you mention specific names. And we can give you the prompt if you guys want the prompt. Comment below if you want the prompt. Let us know that you appreciate what we're doing here. JC, this is like that moment where we step back for a minute. We go like, what are we really doing? Are we helping people or are we not helping people? Let's see.
Yeah, and also guys, just to let you know, so once we build your website for the professional plan and growth plan, we can also have your blog as a template. So once you have a blog in mind, or you have a list of blogs that you want to include on your website, so you can just go to your dashboard, and once you're in your dashboard, go to blogs, and then you can add the blog yourself. So having many blogs also helps you rank better on Google, because it has many pages that it can crawl. And once your website is the one that's always showing up to Google, Google's going to be showing it up to the ones that searching for a local area and a process serving.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that was another Harris one. Let's do a balloon one. The balloon fiesta is pretty popular here. Let's see. There it is behind this little thing. So you hit done. You're able to go. Yeah, I love that, JC. Having understanding like how easy this is, just go through. You're not gonna break anything. I promise you, you're not gonna break anything. You can try. Okay. So you just want some type of a background for your header image. And then I'm going to come back and edit that later. And so just come up with a list of different things. So another area that we have here that I haven't made one for is a place called Moriarty. Moriarty. Let's see, serving in Moriarty. Process server in Moriarty. Do you need to serve personally? So this is adding a question, which is AEO, and it's adding specifically the SEO, which is common, which has been around forever. But I'm trying to combine the two here, and then I'm going to make this an H1 tag, and then it's too big, right? You want H1 because that's what Google sees as like the primary subject line. Even though we do have it up here in the blog title, I want to make sure Google knows this is important. And then I'm just going to make sure it's smaller. So remember when I said earlier, you're like speaking Google's language? That's what you're doing when you say it's H1 with this little start. Like this is a H1 header tag. I'm saying this is the most common mistake people make is they'll make it a paragraph heading and then they'll just make it bigger. No, you want to tag it with the H1 heading tag so that Google knows that this is what it's about.
Yep. So basically, once you search, the ones that are gonna be showing up in Google, it's the H1 tags. So guys, if ever you're gonna be making your blogs, just make sure that your tags for your text are correct. So the titles, as Mike said, H1 should be the titles. And as for the body of your blog, it can be paragraphs.
Okay, commercial and other lessons.
Okay, and we do have another question for Natasha. So, when using blogs, do I keep every blog on my website or do I just update the blog page when I want to add another blog? So, for that, Natasha, when you're going to be adding blog to your website, so there is a button there that's just going to say add new blog or create new blogs. So all of your blogs are going to be still in your website. So you're just going to keep stockpiling them. So once you have another blog, you just need to create one and the template is still the same. So we just need to select the background photo and also the text. You just need to change it, change the title, and also double check the tagging for the text. If it's H1, it's going to be the title. Yep. And yeah, you just need to keep on writing blogs. You can have AI to help you with there. And you can also add another photos. If you can see there, there are widgets. So you can also add image. Yeah, just drag and drop it, guys. It's easy to play around. And if ever you have done like something in mistake, you can just click the undo button or just press Control C, and it's gonna undo your previous move or previous change in the website.
Okay. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, you could literally go on with this forever. I don't want to spend too much time, but the biggest thing people get confused on here is that um, they think that because it just comes with this initial. The one tip I would give is this initial little box here. This is what shows up as the preview text down here. You see this little preview text?
Mm-hmm.
So you want to make sure you're using this preview text wisely. So that's why I just say add blog text, because it's going to be like something to sell people to want to read more about it. You got the title here, but then you have the preview text if they wanted to read more before going and clicking on the full blog. And this should prepare you too, because if you're writing an article on LinkedIn news, which I recommend you do, you have a LinkedIn article page where you post previews of whatever you have on your website. So on Tumblr, on there's just so many blog posts websites now. Heck, even Pinterest, you can have like create a pin for every blog post, a Pinterest image, one of the big tall ones, and you can include that as an image on here. And then, but anyway, every summary text, this title and including the summary text, should be like the beginnings of a short summary of what's going to lead people to want to come to your website and read the rest of whatever it is you're writing about. It's a beautiful thing, JC, for like people who are private investigators and there's like so much detail about what they do, or like with Natasha, for example, with what she does with the document scanning and stuff. She could break down the importance of the entire process of document scanning in a specific area. You just have to include the area so that when somebody searches document scanner in let's say Moriarty, the city of Moriarty, you're going to show up because it's so niche, right? It's so niche. And if you put that same summary, once you've created it, it's like, around 1,000 words or something like that, anywhere from 500 to 1,800. They say anything more than 1,800 is a waste of words, really. So from 500 to 1,800 words, and then your little summary shouldn't be more than like maybe the summary you put on LinkedIn and Reddit and all these places should only be like maybe 200 words, right? It's just a short summary to get people excited about wanting to read the rest of it. And then you just come build it. Just come build it and create a draft. Don't think too much about how it looks. Get the first draft done and then go back and go, okay, let me see. Maybe I need a better image here at the top. Maybe I don't need any image up here. Maybe I want to get rid of that. Yeah, because I already have this, and then I'm going to put an image here.
Yeah. And also, guys, just a quick tip. So if ever you're gonna have social media, so for example, if you're also gonna write blog posts to your LinkedIn and Reddit, just make sure to tie it on your website, because if ever you have other social medias, it's also gonna help to rank your website. So the two website that you have, so for example, Reddit, once you connect your Reddit to your website, that Reddit page or your Reddit account is going to help your website to rank better, and vice versa if ever your website is the one that's ranking better.
Yeah, and like the idea here is that just like you see on the homepage here, and not everybody does this. I just did it as an example for you guys for this new site, but it's a great idea to throw blog previews on your homepage
Mm.
because it'll rank. Google will crawl this and it'll see that it's on your homepage. It'll see the different areas that you cover. And then these summaries, like JC was saying, the goal is to get them to come here and read this article, right? Read this page. And I would say when you first start off, don't stress too much about this being like a wonderful where you're going to like be New York Times top article writer for the legal industry. Like, trust me, the goal here is to get business. Okay. So include the title of whatever it is you're trying to rank for, the service you're trying to rank for, include the area that you're trying to do it in, because that's what people search. They search process server and Harris, right? And you can include a couple other area keywords if you want, but sometimes shorter is better. And then I think it's a good idea. Just go ahead and write your article in full, like as best you can. Use ChatGPT. Go back in and tell ChatGPT, hey, one cool thing about ChatGPT, and we'll do some future videos about this, but that you can do a canvas where it just continues to change the whole thing as you add elements to it. You can say, I actually like this, but I would like it to be a more friendly tone. It'll rewrite the whole thing right in front of you using the canvas feature on ChatGPT. I think you might have to have a pro account, but yeah, you can do it without that too. You can just say, hey, please do it, and it'll just rewrite it at the bottom instead of repopulating on the right hand side as you watch it change things. But but you could take this text once you're done writing it, just put it in ChatGPT and say, hey, give me a very engaging summary of this article that will make people want to go read the full article. Make it spicy, something like that. And then you go, whatever ChatGPT gives you, take that shorter version, like JC said, put it on Reddit, put it on all these places, and it's going to be similar to this, where when they're on Reddit, they're going to go, oh, Harris, that's where I grew up, or I don't know, whatever. Like if they're searching Harris area and they happen to find this, or if they search process serving on Reddit, for example, they'll find certain channels. You can be a part of certain channels. And like JC said, make sure they link it back to this. So that's the part that I was going to come over here for, actually, is this link right here. So this link is very specific. I mean, we have different website builders that we could give you that don't have as like Wix and a lot of these. You can still pull the link from the top from your blog post on any of these other website builders, but this one specifically will help, has SEO attached to it. So when you come back inside, well, first of all, you could take this link and that's the link that you're going to put. So instead of it being, instead of it just saying this read more, that's basically, see the link at the bottom there, then black. That's basically what it's going to be like on Reddit. If somebody wants to read more of your article, it'll just take them directly to this page. And now that they're on this page, you can retarget them on Google. You can retarget them in using Google Ads. But maybe they were already searching for a process server into Harris, and they're like, oh, okay, this guy's right into Harris. Like immediately their trust in you goes up 1,000%. Like, oh, these people are local to this area. What are the chances of finding somebody into Harris, right? That's kind of how it is in their brain. So now they're like, order online, boom. Or there's a phone number, they'll call you, or they'll order online, or they'll hit contact us because they want to learn more about who you are, right? I had situations where I had collection agencies that were looking for a server to serve like their next 10,000 papers next year. They may not call you right away. They may want to research about you. So they go to your about page. The bad news bear. Yeah, I didn't write this. That's funny. So yeah, so they see your brand and maybe they're like, oh, there's a country boy right here. This is what we need to be serving for us, maybe, right? Legacy built on innovation. Wow, book of service. So constantly we're doing a call to action telling them to book a service, right? This could be cleaned up a little bit, actually. So book a service, and then that'll take them back to this page where they can actually order on your website. Or they can call you, or they can email you. They have all the options that anybody might want. Heck, they can even mail it if they really wanted to. So we've left nothing out. There's not a single type of person. And I talk about this. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole too much, JC, but I talk about this a lot. That like, don't assume that everyone's going to just call you. You're like, I'm a business owner. They're just going to have to call me. No, some people, especially the younger paralegals like you, JC, they're hip, I mean, they have a TikTok account. Okay. They want to order on your website. Why are you not letting them order on your website? Give them the option to do it the way they want to do it, whether it's I hate these contact us forms. Because I'm like, why would you contact us this way when you could just order from us? It's right here. It's order online. Why? Because some people are looking for this form. There's actually a good amount. Mm-hmm. There's like 15% are looking for this form. They click contact us. They're like, perfect. And they're just filling it out. They're trained, Okay. Cool. I avoided the rabbit hole. Good job. You can also schedule these posts. So let's say you write 2 or 3 today. You can actually schedule them out to go weeks in advance. Let's see if I hit publish, what happens. No, that's not what I wanted to happen. Let's go edit. So you can unpublish. There we go. So you can go unpublish. So you actually got to go into it to schedule it. All right, so because I named it test blog to begin with, that's the permalink, which I hate, right? So if you ever needed to go back in and change the actual slug, I guess it's called a slug, not a permalink. You can come in here and change it right there. You can change all the details here. You could change the SEO. Remember we talked about meta earlier? All this metadata is important. Google will actually rank these blog posts. So every time you write a blog post, you want to come in here and make sure you update the meta title. So whatever my title was, if I took my time to make sure I put the correct title to begin with, well, then it would just already populate here, right? So it's saying it's too short. Okay, you got your image, alt text tag. Yep, you want to have image alt text because, again, Google can't see this. Actually, the AI probably, they do probably have some AI stuff now that reads it, but the way it, in general, the way it's always been is you type something that tells Google what this is so that it knows if it's important. So a little hack could be to make sure to include the city and state. I don't know if it helps any. I just kind of think it might. Some people say it might, but some of the top marketers will say like, yeah, just put it. So you'd put like, my post was going to be about Moriarty, right? I'm going to put Moriarty process server balloon image, just in case their AI reads it and is like, oh, he's lying to you. Okay. Post meta description. So this would be just a further description about your post in general, your overall post. Summarize the post. Again, remember I said your summary is like no more than like 200 words. Exactly. So whatever the summary you write once, so it might seem like a pain, but it's really not. You're writing the summary once. You're going to put it on Reddit. You're going to put it on LinkedIn. You're going to put it on your social media channels, Facebook. Go ahead and just put it here too, right? And again, if you were like, well, I just want to publish it, but I don't want Google to crawl it. Again, you can always no index it. And then you can change it. It has no effect. So, okay. What am I missing here, JC? I think that's... Oh yeah, you could set up your blog the way it looks, right? That's true. Yeah, this whole thing. Actually, we should probably go through that a little bit. So
I do have a question, Mike.
Yeah.
Actually, so for the website, right? Our builder can also track the clicks that is made to the website.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it'll track the clicks. It'll track or we've engaged in different ways. If they, yeah, definitely. So one thing here that could be really helpful. So this is a layout that stays the same, a dynamic layout that stays the same, and you can change it. So like your social media, maybe you're like, well, I don't want all these social media things. Don't show Twitter. You can just unshow it. See, you say, I don't want to show Facebook. I don't want to show LinkedIn. You can just uncheck them, and then you just want to make sure inside of your account that you update it. There's actually a spot to do it in the main account. I'll show you that. So, and then you can change the design. Maybe I don't like the way these colors are. You can just come over here and go, I actually want it to be sleek. I want it to be all black, sleek, or I want it to have color. And they actually don't, for the blogs, they don't give you a whole lot of options. They're only giving you the primary options that people use when they write blogs. They should allow us to add inside of our builder. We should have the option to do. The idea with it is you want people to come back to you, and so these are not taking them to your social media accounts. These are sharing it on your social media account, if that makes sense. So basically, you're reading this blog and you're like, "This is a nice blog." If you click one of these buttons, the automation is gonna try to load the link and a preview of the blog post in your social media. So it's not really for you to share. It's for your people who are reading it to share. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So we're going to leave that. Maybe someone just wants to email it to a friend. They could click this. It'll try to load into their email account. You can see it at the bottom, actually. Mail to ? Subject. I wanted to share this great website with you. You guys probably can't see it online, but it shows it there. Okay. All right, cool. So you could change this. You could drag and drop. And whatever you put here will live here on every blog post if you do that. So let's say here's your post title. This is all kind of the dynamic data. Maybe every single time somebody comes, see this is added here. Book a service today. This whole row right here is lives because it's not a part of the footer, right? Yeah, it's not a part of the footer. Footer's down here. So this just lives on the blog page as an extra. Yeah, see, I didn't even know this was here. None of this is filled out. That's so funny. So the team missed this one. So you want to make sure you go to what happens for a submission. Anytime somebody submits a form, you want to make sure you put the email you want it sent to. So we're gonna go Mike at abqserver.com. This is some other game for you guys here. We're gonna call this blog contact us form, just so I know where it came from ABQ legal support website. Okay, you don't have to do that. We'll do that for you when we build your site, but just so you know, that's how it looks. That's where it comes from. That's how we know where it's going. And you could edit all these fields, but it looks like, oh yeah, look, option 3. Okay, so let's see, service type. So all these need to be updated. Service and process. Skip tracing. Maybe notary. Mobile notary, maybe. Something like that. For right now. We can come back and add more too. But all right. That's good for now. Name, phone, email. Yeah. So I got their name, their phone, their email, and what service they wanted. And then a message. You could say, tell us about your. So you could say, something like that. Tell us how we can help. All right. Then they hit submit or send, and it'll automatically get emailed to me. But you see, that's like an extra part of this blog layout, I guess you could call it. So it's going to automatically put, for every blog you do, it's going to automatically put in the title. It's going to automatically put in all these details. And so if I wanted anything else to show up here, maybe a logo, maybe an image, maybe, I mean, literally whatever you want. It's like building a website, which is pretty cool. And so that's why when people say like, oh, I only get 5 pages. Yeah, we build you 5 pages as a part of your website. We could do more, but we don't need to do more because you continue to build. It's like building a new page to your website every single time you do a blog. It's super powerful, super powerful, this builder. Okay, so I can hit done. And now if you go back and look at my at it, hit refresh. Oh, I gotta republish. Gotta hit republish. Okay. And now if you go and look at the website, go down here to the blog section, or just click on blog up here. You see the sections, it's got the title, it's got all of the dynamic, or not dynamic, but all the details I've added. And then here's those things. So if I click on, let's see, what would I click on? Facebook, maybe? It's automatically trying to open up my Facebook account so I could share this thing. I'm not logged into my social medias on this Firefox. Let's see. Yeah, here's a great website with you. Boom. And it has the link to the blog. We're not going to post that though. LinkedIn. What about LinkedIn? Nope. No socials on here. Email? No, we're not going to do that either. How funny. So I don't use any of the things it's trying to auto do. That's funny. But you see how it works. Like if I was on Safari for my Mac, it would automatically open these because I'm logged into them, right? So whatever other blog posts you have, they show up down here. Makes it super easy for you for people who have already read this blog post. They're like, oh, they have another one. What's this one about? Boom, they open this one. Now they're just surfing. When the internet came out long before you were born, JC. A little shot at you there. There's a term called surfing the web. You ever heard of that?
Yes, Mike.
am I like
I
an
actually do.
am I like an old man?
No, but I still use that word, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, surfing the web. Yeah, so that was Natasha's question earlier. So again, for those who missed it in the live, so when we build your blog template, you just need to click add new blog and the template is going to be there. So you just need to add your content and check your titles if it's tagged as a heading one.
Yeah, yeah. So the thing is, like, there's so much there. I could keep going for another 2 hours. JC, what did you want to share today?
All right. So just for me is just a simple automation that can highlight our CRM. So for the viewers out there and also the mighty premium members. So if you're not utilizing your CRM, it's time to utilize it now. So because it can help to your marketing. So marketing. So we have emails and of course social planners. So if ever you have your socials connected, and of course our automation. So this is what our CRM is all about. Automation. So you get this guys as a bonus if you're a Mighty Premium member. So if you're not a member, what are you doing? Come on and subscribe with us, and we'll give you this CRM for free until only at the end of this year.
Yeah, so if you
And
come
yeah,
in, you get locked in. Basically, we give this to you. If you're new to all of this, the growth plan gives it to you. Uh, Moving into 2026, you can just sign up for the growth plan. You'll have it. If you're already a Mighty Premium member, you get this. We give this to you as a bonus. And if you're a realtor and you're like, how do I take things to the next level? Well, you got to go watch the other videos, okay? And you got to tune in. You got to subscribe. You got to hit the little like button. It looks like a thumbs up, kind of like this.
mhm.
Right? And it'll show it to more people, and we'll be happy. So, JC, I'm thinking, were we going to do an integration like to drop them on a form, or do you want to just save that for another video? I kind of went long today.
Yeah, we can save that for another video. So if we can integrate this form, so whenever maybe if you're a website customer, we can give or we can integrate this form that we're going to be integrating with the CRM. So once someone, for example, someone submitted the form on your website, so this is going to be linked to your website. So the form that we're going to have in this CRM, the one that we're going to integrate. So once someone submitted a website there, we can, for example, that form is going to be a form for subscribing to your new. Someone subscribe, for example, the form is, and then you select the form here. Once we have your form builded out for you. So once we have that, and we can actually add a automation for the form. So when someone submitted the form, we can add them as the tag. We can add a tag contact, and it's gonna be also registered on your CRM. So once we have all of these automated, um, you basically just need to come up once with a message. So, for example, welcome to our newsletter. Here is the here is a welcome news for you, something like that. And you just need to come up with a lot of newsletters. So for example, if you want a newsletter to be sent out monthly, weekly, we can do that. So it's just up to you on how you want your content to be built out or to be structured, and just let us know and we can help you out with that. So there are no limitations for this automation. So this automation tool that we have for the CRM is really powerful and complex. So if ever you're having any troubles, you just need to reach out to us and we'll be helping you out.
Yeah, Natasha says it's worth it. Let's see here. So when using the blogs, oh, that was an earlier one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, so if you guys are needing help, JC's my automation guy, but we have a full team of website builders as well that can help with different things. And so if you're one of our customers, one of our website customers, we bend over backwards to make sure you have all the things you need. Ending out this like 5-day challenge, like when we look back on it, JC, and we talk about, remember we talked about on day one, we talked about the CRM and how it transitioned with using snippets and things like that, how it transitioned into pipelines and opportunities, workflows. You talked about the different workflows, the way that they can utilize workflows to make sure that things are happening automatically, so they're not literally having to click everywhere and reinvent the wheel every single time somebody comes into their ecosystem. It'll automatically add them to a list. It'll automatically add a task to call them if they are a potential customer. And then what did we do? We went on to email marketing, social media marketing first on Tuesday, about how you can schedule out literally all of your different social media posts on all the different platforms, including Google My Business. Then we got into email marketing, how we could send out blast emails for people, so that you can actually, this newsletter, this blog that we were talking about, you can call it a newsletter or blog, whatever you want. This is the beginning, actually. And then you send it off using the CRM to your email list as a broadcast. You put trigger links. Maybe the next time we do this, we'll do it in that order, JC. We'll say, that's actually a really good idea, right? Like start with the blog post because that's the initial content. Go make some images for social media and Reddit and all the places. Send out your email blast to everybody. Post and schedule all your social media for your blog posts for that week on all the different social channels. And all of this is like a web leading them back to that one page where you spent all that time creating that content for the blog post. And by the way, it helps you on Google.
It's
And
going to
when
rank you better.
it's going to rank you on Google, it's going to rank you better. You're going to get more traffic. You're going to get this. You're like forcing traffic to come to your website from social media, from different blog channels. You're linking, like you said earlier, JC, you're linking from those high domain authority websites back to you. Because they allow you to put your link in there,
Hmm.
that's giving you like a free high quality backlink, which also helps you rank. And by the way, Google recognizes the different groups on Reddit. It knows if there's a certain channel group that's legal related. It knows. And so if you're that legal related group, you're a part of it, you contribute to it, and then just kind of wrapping things up, we talked about what did we talk about yesterday?
Oh, yesterday we were talking about email campaigns, Mike.
Yeah. So you can blast out these email campaigns. You can do the workflows. You can do the pipelines. There's just so much you can do using this tool, the Mighty Automation tool, and then all the AI stuff that's a part of it too. And then you have a website with us. Like, I can't believe anybody would go and pay someone $10,000. Like, I have close friends in the industry that thought all we did was build websites. One guy in particular I'm thinking of, he canceled his website and he paid someone like a crazy amount of money, basically just to build him another website because he thought it would rank better. And then he came back to us, had us build him his website again. And, and I think he moved 3 times, then left the business. Like some people, you just can't get into their head of like what to do. And I'm telling you right now, if you listen to what I teach you inside the community, you listen to what JC and I are teaching you about the marketing automation and the tools that you have at your disposal, and you truly implement them, you're going to be successful. It's just a matter of time. Just don't quit. If you quit, then you'll never know, you know?
Yeah,
So
slow and steady wins the race, guys.
that's right. That's right. And take mighty action. Like go after it. Don't wait. Exactly. JC used to be a Olympic bodybuilder, right? Power lifter.
No, Mike, I'm just a humble guy.
Yeah, yeah. So I appreciate your help. This has been a fun 5-day. I think next week we'll do it again and we'll put it in a different order that might make more sense for people. We actually just kind of went down on the builder, or sorry, in the automation CRM. We just went from the top down, so people would know what each of
Yeah.
them do. But next week I think we'll do it again, and we'll focus on starting with the website and the blog and how to create using ChatGPT, how to actually create content that Google will both love, but also that might actually get people to engage, your ideal customer to engage. And that's the most important part, because once you start putting it on these different forums, the forums are going to know if it's just AI. The forums are going to look at it and go, bro, take your copy and paste stuff somewhere else. So you do need to have some element of like, hey, personal, you thought about this, you typed it out, and it's good. It should be good. So, well, thank you guys so much. JC, have anything else?
None for me, Mike. I'll see you guys next time. And again, anything you want to ask, just feel free to email us or email me directly, jc@mightyautomation.com.
Absolutely. Thank you, JC. Appreciate you, buddy.
All right. Thank you, Mike. Goodbye, guys. Have a great weekend.
Yeah. Boom. All right. So guys, if you found value today, please hit the like button. Please comment below the word value. If you're watching the replay, comment below the word replay, because we're trying to track who is watching when, and how we can best serve you guys. So I love the participation. Thank you, Natasha. Congratulations again on winning the NAPS award. We gave you a free NAPS membership for being the most engaged person in our community, and you deserve as much praise as we can give. Thank you. And thank you, everybody inside the community, for helping each other. I see lots of new people. They show up and their first post, their introduction post is often, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm new, you could see it kind of coming through in their words. And then the community just shows up and like puts their arms around them and says, welcome, how can we help? And so me and the team have been working pretty heavily um, on the Process Server 101 course. I've been making videos when I'm driving and doing my other businesses and stuff. I've been making videos about specific topics. So if you are, whether you're in the process serving industry, whether you're in the real estate or whatever industry you're in, marketing stays the same. How to target specific customers might change, but all the stuff that we're teaching here is for small businesses. I hope it's been helpful. Thank you guys. Take care. Be safe. As always, live mighty.